How's it going, guys? Day 2 and day 3 you're about to see in this video, and we kick things off with the first upper body session, day 2, with the bent over row. And this was my second set, my last heaviest set, and I attempted 140 kilos on the bent over row. Now, if I was to say so myself, I felt like it started off relatively okay, and then as you can see, the range of motion starts to shorten as I get closer to that last and final rep. So I reckon this was a tad of an overshot. Would have probably been best off if I just maybe did 132.5 or 135, because that would have still counted as a personal best. But I just went for it. I wanted to get that number, so at least now I know what it feels like, and I'll be definitely looking to do better if we choose to continue on with this exercise. Then we have the reverse grip bench press. This was, again, my second set of 5 plus 1 repetitions. So that was my 5th rep. Just felt like I didn't have another one in the tank. And for me, I don't really like struggling too much, even though I have my good friend there to spot me. I'd rather rest and then go again. I just feel like I could manage fatigue a lot better that way rather than train truly to failure. Then we move on to day 3. So this was my second lower body day, and good thing we got a nice little personal best here. So this was the box squat, 155 kilos. I would have liked to have got 160, but again, this week so far has been relatively busy. I've got a lot of things going on the outside, which is great. But at the same time, I cannot lie and say that it's not necessarily taking its toll, but I definitely go into this session slightly more fatigued than usual. But again, really happy to get this set of 6. And even in terms of form, like, stay relatively tight and not deviate too much, because I remember when I was first getting into this movement, the heavier I went, the more difficult I felt it was to try and actually maintain my form. But I was actually really happy to kind of see that I've maintained a relative amount of tension all the way through the movement. Then we finish off with 160 kilos on the deficit RDLs. My back was a bit fatigued after the squats coming into this, so ideally I actually wanted to get 170, maybe even 180, but I'm actually happy that I kind of went for a number that I know I can do, because the whole time, like, as you can see, like, usually I move this weight relatively quick, but I was just feeling so fatigued. I was just like, let me just make these reps nice and clean, get them out of the way, and I'm pretty much good to go. So all in all, good week of training so far. Finishing off on day 4, coming later this week. So as always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.